Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Shagufta Zubair Pathan, lecturer at KCT's Krishna College of Pharmacy, Karad, and today we are going to learn about drug interaction. Whenever two or more drugs react with each other, they may cause drug-drug interaction, and this may causes unexpected side effects. Due to such kinds of drug interactions, we may experience number of symptoms like skin rashes, bleeding, swelling, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, etc. So it is necessary to learn about drug interaction. Content of today's presentation is this presentation includes introduction, in that we will see the definition of drug interaction. Next to that is reasons of drug interaction, then role of pharmacist in drug interaction. Next one is mechanism of drug interaction, different kinds of drug-drug interactions, and the last part is drug-food interaction. Learning outcomes of today's session is, after completion of this topic, students will be able to define drug interaction, enlist different mechanisms of drug interaction, identify by describing type of drug interaction, and explain drug-food interaction. Here question comes in our mind, and that is the reflection spot, that what does drug interaction mean? And drug interaction, it is nothing but a drug interaction. It occurs when a patient's response to a drug is modified by food, nutritional supplements, formulation excipients, environmental factors, or other drugs or disease. Interactions between drugs, that is called as drug-drug interaction. It may be beneficial or it may be harmful. Definition of drug interaction. Drug interaction may be defined as an alteration of the effect of one drug by prior or concurrent administration of another drug, or drug interactions are nothing but these are the changes in drug's effect due to recent or concurrent use of another drug, that is called as drug-drug interaction. Or if it is altered due to ingestion of food, then it is called as drug-food interaction. Here are different reasons of drug interaction. Firstly, I will recall all these. The first one is use of OTC drug. Then the next one is patient non-compliance, multiple physicians, drug abuse or misuse, and potent drugs. First one is use of OTC drug. Many times, without consultation of a physician, we use OTC drugs like aspirin, antacid, nasal decongestants with our prescribed drugs, and this may result into drug-drug interaction. Second reason is patient non-compliance. Many times we experience that patients do not adhere to the instructions given by the prescriber or pharmacist, and due to this habit, patient may experience drug-drug interaction. Here we can take an example of a diabetic patient who is strictly advised to prevent alcoholic drinks, and if he doesn't follow this condition, then he may experience further hypoglycemic crisis. Third point is multiple physicians. Patient may have an habit of taking treatment from multiple physicians for a single disease or for different diseases. Take an example of if a patient is taking anticholinergic drug for an GIT disorder, that is, if he is taking a treatment of neostigmine for GIT disorder, at the same time he is taking physostigmine for ophthalmic purpose. This is what that patient is taking anticholinergic drug for different kinds of illnesses. So this may cause drug interaction. Next reason is drug abuse or drug misuse. Many patients think like that more consumption of drug will reduce their illness and produce quick effect. But oppositely, this results into drug interaction. And the last reason is potent drugs. Many drugs may produce different pharmacological actions as they are the potent drugs. They produce different kinds of pharmacological actions on different physiological systems or different organs of our body, and this produces drug interaction. Next point is role of pharmacist in drug interaction. A pharmacist is an ideal person who can play a vital role in preventing drug interactions by advising the patients on certain points. That points may be: do not use OTC drugs without consultation of a physician. Strictly follow the instructions given by the physician regarding administration timing and doses. If receiving treatment from multiple physicians, inform them about the illnesses before taking the medicines. Do not consume drugs in excess apart from recommended dose. Do not take different drugs at once. Which type of food is forbidden for a particular drug? Mechanisms of drug interaction. Basically, in mechanisms of drug interaction, there are two types of drug interactions we can observe. The first one is pharmacokinetic drug interaction and the second one is pharmacodynamic drug interaction. What is the meaning of pharmacokinetic drug interaction? Remember, what the body does to the drug, this means pharmacokinetics, and what the drug does to the body, this is nothing but the pharmacodynamics. So pharmacokinetics includes absorption, distribution, metabolism and elimination. And pharmacodynamics include numerous actions of drugs on our body. Let's see these factors one by one. Firstly, we will see pharmacokinetic factors. In that, first one is GIT absorption. In GIT absorption, there are various other factors which affects on drug interaction. The first one which affects on effect of drug. The first one is changes in pH. Second one is adsorption or complexation of drug. The third one is GIT status or GIT motility changes. Next one is food, and the last one is inhibition of gastrointestinal enzymes. First factor is change in pH. Generally, drug remain in two forms. The first form is non-ionized form and the second form is ionized form. Non-ionized form, it is more lipid soluble and hence get readily absorbed than ionized form. We can take an example that if we take acidic drugs will remain in unionized or non-ionized condition in acidic pH, that is in stomach. So in stomach, acidic drugs get readily absorbed. If we take basic drugs, it will remain unionized condition in basic pH, that is in intestine, and from intestine it will get readily absorbed. So in this way, pH matters on absorption of drug. Next factor is adsorption or complexation of drug. Complexation means formation of complex. Certain drugs have ability to bind with other drugs. Example, we can take an example of tetracycline. That tetracycline has ability to combine with metal ions such as ferric, aluminum, magnesium, calcium, etc. in GI tract. And after binding or combining with these metal ions, it forms complexes. These complexes are very poorly absorbed, and hence whenever tetracycline is dispensed, advice should be given to the patient that tetracycline should not be given along with milk, antacid, iron or calcium containing preparations. Secondly, in adsorption we can take an example of kaolin. Kaolin is given in diarrhea because kaolin acts as an adsorbent, so as it adsorbs the substance which is responsible to cause diarrhea. But in certain cases, it causes adsorption of other drugs also. So this is an example of adsorption type of drug interaction. Next factor is GIT status or GIT motility changes. Certain drugs changes the GIT motility. Catalytic drugs have ability to increase the gastrointestinal motility that results into decrease in the absorption of drug. Example, metoclopramide, it stimulates the motility of GI tract and reduces the absorption of concurrently administered digoxin drug. And hence, whenever metoclopramide and digoxin, these both drugs are taken simultaneously, metoclopramide increases the motility of GI tract and reduces the absorption of digoxin. Second example is, if propanthelin and digoxin or prednisolone, these drugs are taken in combination, propanthelin, it reduces the motility of GI tract and increases the absorption of digoxin and prednisone. So this is an example of GIT status, or if there is change in GIT motility, what will be the effect on absorption of drug. Next factor is food. Presence of food, it influences the absorption of number of drugs. Food binds with drug, or it may changes the pH of GI, and thus it reduces the dissolution rate of drug and reduces the absorption of drug. Example, absorption of antibiotics reduced in presence of food, and that's why penicillin or tetracycline like antibiotics should be given 1 hour before meal or 2 hours after meal to achieve the optimum absorption. And the next factor is inhibition of gastrointestinal enzymes. The absorption of certain drugs, it depends upon their metabolism by the enzymes. These drugs are metabolized by certain kinds of enzymes. But if we inhibit these enzymes, then the absorption of drug also decreases. We can take an example of folic acid. Folic acid, it is available from diet. But from diet, whenever we take folic acid, it is in the form of folic acid polyglutamate. This polyglutamate form, it is poorly absorbed. Due to intestinal conjugate enzymes, this folic acid polyglutamate is metabolized and converted into folic acid monoglutamate form, which is readily absorbed form. If we take phenytoin or oral contraceptive drug, it inhibits intestinal conjugate enzymes which are responsible to convert poorly absorbed folic acid polyglutamate form to readily absorb folic acid monoglutamate form, and thus it reduces the absorption of folic acid. I hope you can understand how absorption affects on drug interaction. In next session, we will cover the other factors which are responsible to cause drug interactions. If you have any query, you can contact me on srb.tkcp@gmail.com. Thank you.